Yeah. Microphone on. Yep. All right. Uh guys, I wanted to quickly rant about something. I wanted to talk about something, okay? Um First off, guys, for not uploading in oh crap, I didn't mean to turn that off. My bad, my bad. Mistakes are happening today. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. I want to I want to severely apologize for not uploading because for some reason I have that thing to where I don't upload. Mainly because I'm trying to think of ideas, and since I'm getting back into the groove of animating on DC2, I again I want to severely apologize for not doing that, for posting. All right. Uh for that like whole crap, I don't even remember. How long ago was it since I've uploaded? I know it's probably been like a long time. Yep. Uh Hold on. Okay. I am so sorry for not uploading in a month, and I'm sorry for not going live in 3 weeks. Dang. Yeah. I am incredibly sorry for that, Chad. I did not mean to do that. I'm incredibly sorry that I was gone for that long. Yikes. Uh Also, don't mind the wind. It's stormy outside. Actually, I can see that since I'm near a window. Yeah, I am terribly sorry for that, guys. I'm so sorry for leaving for that long. Uh, that is completely on my part. That is my bad. Okay, I was super focused on just mainly for those the 2 weeks I have been gone for. It was mainly because I just didn't know what to go live on, and I've been more focused on draw cartoons too, and making models for that, which I will not show yet until I make all the characters. Or actually, we will not get into that yet until probably after I finish ranting. And then after like one whole week, I got sick. Well, actually, I didn't get sick for like a whole week. I got sick for like 4 days. I think 3. I am better. I am much more better now. I am definitely feeling better. I'm feeling better. I'm not coughing. I'm not. My nose ain't runny, and I do not think I am sick anymore. I'm not sick anymore. I promise. I promise. Can't guarantee it though, because I don't know. I could be just feeling better, and then like probably like the next day or later on today, I might just feel like absolute garbage. But I don't know. But anyways, that's me of what's been happening right now, and I'm severely sorry for that. All right. Um, I'm seriously sorry that I left for so long. I have been so focused on doing other things. I've been so focused on just figuring out something that's I'm going to mention sooner or later in this recording. Uh, if you all have noticed about over about about a fan series that I am trying to make, or the a series everyone now knows today, Hazbin Hotel. Hazbin Hotel, the faithful one. We're too late. Now, yeah, we're not going to play that because that could be copyright, but I don't know. The video has still been up for like what? For like how long has it been since it's been up? 2 months, dang. The video's been up for 2 months, so it's fine. But if you all know, uh, over those 2 months of Has Been Hotel season 2, which I have watched, which honestly was a better upgrade over season 1, because holy crap, was season 1 garbage. I know it was like an introduction series. It was an introduction season, but like still, it was hot garbage. But anyways, let me stop ranting about that. If you're all wondering why I made that and why I was doing this, mainly the reason why I was gone. Okay. Now, before we do get into that, I do want to rant about something like the title of the series. Okay. And I want to confirm I am now a fan of Hazbin Hotel. You heard it. I am a fan of Hazbin Hotel, but I'm not those weird fans. I am not those weird other fans. Okay, I want to clarify this. I am a fan of the show. I am a fan of the characters. Okay, but am I like those fans? No, I am not those fans. Okay, I guarantee you, I am not those fans. Okay, I am a completely different fan. Okay, I like the show, I like the characters. Are they my comfort characters? Absolutely not. They are not. Goku's mainly my comfort character because, well, I like him. He is my goat. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm ranting about this too long. Okay, but yes, I am a Has Been Hotel fan, but I'm not those weird fans. I'm those normal fans that just didn't turn out weird. Okay, I'm that fan of Has Been Hotel. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie. If you all remember of those Doomslayer videos when I played the demo of 2016 Doomslayer, I made about making Has Been and Hell of a Boss fans angry. Uh, yeah, I could just say I was having a weird phase because, well, I had a severe hatred towards that show for some odd reason. My main reason was because it was so misleading. Like, people were thinking, like, oh, once you're in hell, everything can be reversed if you go to the Has-Been Hotel. When in actuality, that doesn't happen because you all know I am a Christian, and I still am to this day. That once you're in hell, you're stuck there forever. Like there is no reversing hell. Only through Christ can you reverse, or well, only through Christ can you avoid going to hell. But once you're in hell, it's irreversible. You can't leave. And well, that was my reasons for hating the show, but I have to remember this is just a show. And it's not like anyone is actually going to believe that this is really a thing. And plus, I was mainly, and I think mainly I was listening to those kid fans, those kids who were saying, like, oh, this show swears too much. It literally says 18 or older for you to watch these shows. Do people not listen to warnings anymore? Like, does no one listen to warnings anymore? I'm sorry, but I'm not those weird Hazbin Hotel fans that make it a whole big deal about why this character is so relatable to me. No, I'm not those weird ones that always pick Angel Dust or Alistair as their fan favorite. I actually do not like Alistair. Like, I do not like him. Who is? Oh, okay. I do not like Alistair. Like, I do not like him at all. Angel Dust, they just poorly written him. They poorly write him. Okay, I have to say, if what character is my favorite, it has to be Vaggie. Okay, because she is this strong girl who knows how to fight, and well, is like ready to throw hands with anyone if they try to harm her lover. And I like Vaggie for that. But I mean, the decisions they make the characters do is just like absolutely horrible. Okay. And now this is going into the rant of the title of this recording or this video. Hazbin Hotel isn't bad, but is badly written. Or Hazbin Hotel isn't a bad show, but isn't a terrible show, but is terribly written. Now, do I say that as a fact? Absolutely, yes. I strongly believe that Hazbin Hotel isn't a bad show. Okay? Because I was still a hater. I still did not like the show when it was still when it still had season 1. And then I thought to myself, hold on. I then thought to myself, why don't I just watch it and give it a chance? And I did. Holy crap, did I cringe a lot? I did. I cringed so much to this show. It's not that I hated it, it's just that they make the characters just do stupid things. And trust me, it is not just the main character, it's with every character. They make them do stupid decisions. Like, where's the climax? Where's this? Where's the for the character to be forced into this position to be forced to make this choice? Hold on. Like, for some odd reason, folks, they make the show terribly written. Like, look, I understand Vivzy Pop is a girl that is just writing her favorite show, but like, holy crap, girl, can you take some lessons on how to write a story? I mean, I know I have never written a story before, but like, holy crap, I would never make my main character make these decisions. Give me a moment. There are a few videos I have seen about not haters, but people who analyze the show and give their opinions on it. I have watched those guys, and frankly, they really give off good information and reasoning why. Okay? Because constantly they bring up some good points. And honestly, when you see fans writing the story of Hazbin Hotel, it makes the show look like it doesn't know how to write. But then once you really look at it, wow. Yeah, they don't know how to write. Like, how is it that fans are writing a better story than the official creator of the show? Like, that doesn't make sense. Look, again, Disney Pop, I'm not saying that your project is bad. Okay? It's not bad. It just needs the right material for it to be a good show. It needs the right resources, the right materials to be a good show. I fully believe Hazbin Hotel could be a great show if it was written better. Okay, again, I don't have a problem with Hazbin Hotel, not anymore. Well, actually, I still have a problem with it, but the main problem I do have is that Hazbin Hotel is badly written. Because if I remember correctly, this one dude, Phase Fire, yeah, this dude clearly pointed out that Hazbin Hotel has Hazbin Hotel has effort. It has the potential. It has the resources. But the writers don't even use it. They don't even use the resources for the show. It's like, oh yeah, we have this, we have that, we have that to make a good show, but they don't do it. Like, do people not listen to their fans anymore? Like, why? Also, I'm just gonna go ahead flat out. I'm gonna go ahead just flat out say this. Why are people just okay with shipping any character in the show with anyone? Okay, that's weird. Okay, because the amount of people I've seen just shipping Charlie Morningstar with her father. Ew! Ew! People, that's gross! No! No! Disney Pop, why would you just say, hey fans, go ahead, just do this? No, that is nasty. And if I'm not mistaken, pretty much illegal. That's very much illegal. What? It feels like it is these writers' fault for making the show like this. It is absolutely these writers' fault for being like this. It is not. It is not the characters, the show. It is the writer's fault for making the show like this. Because people constantly you blame the characters for being this way, but for me, I blame the writers for writing Charlie like this. You want to blame the actions that she commits? Blame the writers. They wrote her like, hey, let's go ahead just write. Let's go ahead just make her invite the V's to her hotel after hearing from Emily that redemption is possible. Why would you just write that? That's a stupid decision. Like they're purposely making her stupid. They're purposely making her stupid and making people hate her. And I want to go ahead and quickly clarify this. Charlie's voice actor clearly told us and warned us that Charlie will make decisions you will not be happy about. And then boom, season 2, look what happened. And yet we still ignored it. I at least heed the warning. I'm like, oh crap, what is she gonna do? And it got to my idea of like, wait, Charlie, why are you making these decisions? These are stupid, dumb. And I'm like, wait a second. This isn't Charlie. It's the writer's fault. How dare you, writers? Why would you make your character do this? Like, for a quick example. Okay, hold on. This is going to take a while, but I want to quickly clarify this. And I again say, Hazbin Hotel, Hazbin Hotel, Hell of a Boss are not bad shows, but badly written shows. They're not bad shows. They have bad writers. Okay, look at this. I found the one I'm looking for. Hazbin Hotel, the 7 deadly sins of modern writing, or as the thumbnail says it, Hazbin Hotel, 7 deadly sins of writing. Get in.
As DA, my job is to uphold the law. But what ICE is doing is breaking the law.
I ran into an ad. I ran into an ad, people. I ran into an ad. This is an ad.
If you're part of ICE and you break our laws, you will be prosecuted. You're going to prosecute them? If they're committing felonies, I absolutely will prosecute them. And Donald, you know what it's like to be prosecuted for a crime.
Okay, good for you folks, but this isn't my problem. Okay, I don't. This is the world's problem. I don't care what the world's doing. I'm not part of the world. I don't care what the world's doing. Okay? All right. Sin 1. And this is where I left off. Okay? At the beginning of lore stuff, intro, sin. Let's go over the sins. Okay? Sin 1. Explosions. I'm not joking. That is seriously a problem. I'm not joking. That is literally the first thing. Explosion. Sin 2. Inconsistency. Sin 3. Conclusionation. I think that's how you say it. I'm not joking. That's literally what it says on here. Love it. Evolution. I'm not joking, guys. This is literally what it says. If you think I'm joking, I'm not. Literally, look. That is seriously what it says. Can y'all even see that? Yeah. I don't. Under the Joker, like what? That is seriously what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that. That is what I'm seeing. You know. Okay, that is literally what I'm seeing right now. Convolnation, I don't even know how to say that. Ignorance, subversion, immaturity, pride. This show tends to have all these problems. Like, let's seriously go over them.
For one, I'm going straight for the worst one, as I consider bad exposition to be the cardinal
Exposition, that's what it was.
sin of all storytelling. For those who don't know, exposition is where a character is conveying information through dialogue that is more intended to inform the audience rather than the other characters.
I'm such a bad liar.
It isn't my arch nemesis.
You are buying parts from an overlord?
Of course. She's the top weapons dealer in hell.
Exposition on its own isn't bad, as good writers still need to convey the relevant information to the audience, but they tend to sprinkle that information in between natural-sounding dialogue, or find an interesting way to convey it. Meanwhile, bad exposition feels like fast food. It can feel like a filling meal with all the information provided, but has very little nutritional value.
What he just said was facts. Okay? Because tend for shows like this, for Hazbin Hotel, they tend to explain a lot of things. Okay? Like, yeah, it may be it may be filling, but it doesn't have the nutritions to help you with this information.
Characters end up telling information other characters already know, or say it in a very boring and unimaginative way.
I've invited you all here because you represent the controlling powers of our city.
Okay, this part. I want to go ahead and talk about this part.
Together you own millions of souls.
Ms. Carmine, a brief...
All of you own millions of souls. I feel like it would make much more sense if she said, you all control certain parts of our cities. It would make much more sense for that. instead of saying you all owe millions of souls. Duh, why do you think these overlords are in the meeting?
You sure they already know that? You don't really need to explain board meetings to the board of directors. So if that exposition is fast food, Hazbin Hotel is the deep-fried Mars bar of exposition.
It may not be the prettiest looking thing, but I'm willing to give it a try.
And sure, a deep-fried Mars bar is better for you than literal glass that is the Netflix Avatar live-action series.
That's crazy.
I don't want the responsibility. I'm scared of my power. I'm scared of being alone.
It's still not good. Most of the dialogue in Hazbin Hotel is very expository, with characters saying very obvious things in a very direct way.
I'm supposed to make your dreams a reality. I'm supposed to protect you.
I'm the farthest thing from in control.
And
I feel like, yeah, and I again say, I feel like if the show just doesn't fully on explain what these characters are, or if they don't just talk much about what these characters are, like, yeah, we get it. We get it. You don't have this certain style. Like, we get it. You don't need to explain it.
This is my estate.
There's no subtlety or even an attempt to present the information creatively. Episode 1 is practically all exposition, and I get it. You want to establish the characters and the premise early, but they still use the laziest techniques when it comes to exposition. It
Yes.
starts off with Charlie reading the story of her family and the rivalry between heaven and hell.
If you want to make something like this, do it to where you actually show the characters early and then tell the story. That way we could get an idea of like, oh yeah, this is how it goes. This is how it started, and this is how where we were left off. You know, something like that. Why couldn't you do that? Show Lilith early? Okay. And I get it. Yeah, you don't have a voice actor for Lilith. You need to have voice actors ready. Okay? Not some voice actors don't even charge much. Okay? I can't get voice actors because I'm broke. It's a fact. I'm only at 1,000 subscribers still to this day in 2026. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make that a big deal.
Accompanied by storybook-inspired visuals. Nothing too bad. I mean, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic did the same thing, and that show was written to be understood by kindergartners.
Once upon a time, in the magical land of Equestria, once upon a time, there was a glowing city protected by golden gates.
This story is literally just My Little Pony, but adult version, minus the ponies.
Known as Heaven, there were two regal sisters who ruled together. It was ruled by beings of pure light. The two sisters maintained balance for their kingdom and their subjects, angels that worshipped good and shielded all from evil. The younger sister became resentful, but he was seen as a troublemaker by the elders of Heaven. She vowed that she would shroud the land in eternal night. For with this single act of disobedience, evil finally found its way into Earth. Using the magic of the elements of harmony, she defeated her younger sister and banished her permanently in the moon. Heaven cast Lucifer and his love into the dark pit he had created, never allowing him to see the good that came from humanity.
Though that's not even my main criticism. A storybook opening can be used to establish the fairy tale nature of the story or bring viewers up to speed with the relevant information. But
Yeah, it would be better that way.
in Hazbin Hotel, the story of Lucifer, Lilith, and Adam are not relevant yet, and neither of them really impact what happens in the rest of the episode, making
It doesn't even impact the rest of what the series is. It doesn't impact anything. This was made over a year ago, yet it still brings up a good fact. Okay? I again say, I don't have a problem with the show, but it has so many problems. It has too much exposition or exposure. It has too much. It just has too much of all these problems, all these holes. It's like a Swiss cheese. It's like there's so many holes. That's the problem with the show. There's too many holes. Pause. Actually, not really, because I mean, I'm using cheese as an example.
most of the backstory completely pointless. Also, Charlie reading the story of hell after the annual extermination happened rubs me the wrong way. She says the story helps her cope, but I
See, now that line doesn't make sense. The story helps me with the extermination. I get pretty worked up. I get pretty worked up after the extermination. The story helps. I'm sorry. So hearing about your father and mother falling into hell, into a realm that Lucifer created, and uh what else? Hearing of how heaven started the extermination, that helps. Like what? How does that help? That doesn't sound like it helps at all. That just sounds like it would make it worse.
can't quite understand how. I can understand wanting to distract yourself from the horrors of the actual extermination, but I don't know if reading about the extermination and the tragic tale of hell is the way to go about it. It may just be me, but if my kind is being exterminated, the last thing I'd do is read a story about it. This scene feels
Yes.
more like Charlie's reading to the audience, not for herself, which I'd classify as bad exposition. Interestingly enough, you don't need to look too far for a better example, as Vipsy Pop's Hazbin Hotel pilot starts off treating the audience with much more maturity, as the song I'm Always Chasing Rainbows is juxtaposed with the unnerving visuals and subtle imagery that hints at the story. It doesn't outright explain what it is, and it doesn't need to yet. But this sequence as well is captured the mood, which is a somber and oblique one that lets us better understand Charlie's perspective. The fairy tale sequence is how she perceives her own tragic existence as the observer of this cruel and unjust system, unable to do anything about it. It's very appropriate that we first see Charlie entering a balcony, as it complements her current fate as a helpless observer, but also starts to establish her role as the Princess of Hell. You can get multiple interpretations from a few of these shots alone. First, we establish the setting by showcasing the empty streets of hell. Regardless whether it looks like this all the time or if it's just especially bad after the extermination, it visually indicates that this place is a kingdom that has fallen. Then we cut to Charlie walking towards the balcony. Pay attention to the shot composition. Look how Charlie's centered in the frame with the city in front of her. A shot like this can often be used to indicate a character's importance in the setting and the story. We then cut to a close up that still offers us plenty of information, including Charlie's lack of confidence and her emotional state. Even the way she goes across the frame gives us a sense of bleakness and defeat. I love a good wide shot. Not only do we see Charlie's despair from her body language, we also see the location and the clock tower with the countdown timer. By having Charlie and the clock in the same frame allows us to make the connection between the clock and all the despair that we already saw. It's simple and effective. And look how much we get out of one gesture as Charlie raises her finger and shoots fireworks into the air. We actually established that Charlie has some.
Also, I want to quickly clarify something. Why in the world does Charlie not use her powers as much? Even though she is the Princess of Hell, I still find that writing just absolutely dumb. Like, I'm sorry, Charlie, you don't use your powers because because you think it's mean? What? You think it's mean because your powers you think using your powers against others is mean? What? So wait. When it comes to you, you don't use your powers, but when it comes to others, you will use your powers to protect them. Why not just use your powers always to protect yourself and protect others? You know? Like, again, bad writing from bad writers.
Importance of hell, and she's the one there to let the other demons know that the extermination is over and they're free to come out. Now, could you have made an announcement or rang a bell? Absolutely not. I mean, yes, technically she could have, but it's so much more thematic to have fireworks as they're synonymous with the new year. And New Year complements the premise of the show, which is breaking out of bad habits and seeking redemption. After all, we all know the phrase, New Year, New Me, and we're all familiar with the concept of New Year's resolutions.
Yep, we all are. Also, I want to quickly clarify something. Why in the world has no one saw Lucifer with the other overlords in the pilot episode? You could clearly see, move the dude's OC, you could see the You can see Lucifer right there. I'll actually show you a clip from the pilot right here, right in front of your faces. Boom. He is right there. Right in front of us is Carmilla Carmine. Behind and next to her is Zestial. One in the shadows is Zilla, or Missy Zilla. I don't even know her name, okay? But that dinosaur overlord. And Lucifer in the other chair in the shadow is Lucifer. Why has no one saw him? And why has no one talked about it? I saw him.
A fitting motif, to say the least. See how much more I got from this opening?
Literally, after rewatching the pilot, I saw Lucifer right there. I was like, he's right there. He is right there.
In the pilot compared to the first episode. From episode 1, I got the information, but from the pilot, I got that, and I got a better understanding of Charlie, her despair, her desires, and the world she feels responsible for improving. All of that without any dialogue. Meanwhile, Amazon's Hazbin Hotel appears to be almost afraid that the audience won't get the story.
I feel like it's Amazon's fault for writing the show badly. And again, I feel like, again, this is Amazon's fault for writing the show this badly. Again, it is not the characters, it is not the show itself, it is the writer's fault for writing it this bad. Also, to the haters, to all the haters out there, you only hate it because it's popular. That's all you hate it for. And you only bully others when a certain show or franchise is becoming more popular. You tend to hate it because it's popular, but you don't hate it because for other reasons. You hate a certain show or movie or video game because it's rising in popularity, but you don't give any good, valid reasons why you hate it. Criticizers like this dude pointing out problems with Hazbin Hotel tend to give out good points. So again, haters, if you want to actually show hate for something, give us a good point of why you hate it. Okay? Don't give us the casual, oh, I hate it because it's popular, or I hate this character, I hate that character. Okay. But if you're going to start attacking others, do you think you're any better than the bullies that you got bullied from? Do you think you're any better? Do you think you're any better at any of the things that you do? Do you think? Because I don't think so. You people just tend to bully others because what? You hate that it's rising in popularity? Because it's cringe? We were all cringe at one point in life. At some point in our life, we were cringe. That's it. At some point in life, we were cringe. We're all cringe. It's not just one side of a fandom or the other side. No, we're all cringe. We like cringy stuff like this, Hazbin Hotel. So what is the problem? I'm sorry. I had to get that off my chest.
So they have to spit it out in plain words. Heck, even repeating the same things over and over again. Do you know how many times the concept of Hazbin Hotel is pitched to us as the audience? I counted 3 times in one episode, which is 3 too many in my book. Livesy, please. You got your show. You don't need to pitch it again. It's done. Now show us what you can do with this concept. But no, for some reason we need a sarcastic expository advert, a Disney song, and a literal pitch meeting about it. It's not that complicated of a concept. Chill. But in case you missed episode 1, they will remind you how the hotel hypothetically works in almost every episode. The sad thing is that the writers aren't even aware how bad their writing is. In episode 2, Angel Dust and Sir Ventures are performing a play, and Angel Dust comments on Charlie's script writing.
Where's an innocent kid I can sell crack to? Wow, who wrote this?
It's great, right?
The hilarious thing is that the only thing that differentiates Charlie's script and the show script is the performance. If I told the voice actors to say those lines genuinely, you'd find it difficult to tell the difference.
Come on, kid. It'll make you cool like me. The crackhead.
Oh my gosh. You see, episodes like that, I I again want to clarify. It is the writer's fault for being this way. Okay? I could just go over this entire recording about this, but then that's just going to take way too long about this. So I want to go ahead and just get this over with, okay? Hazbin Hotel has a lot of problems, okay? It does. Okay? It has so many problems. Everyone every show has its problems, but it's not more known. Okay? Some shows have problems, some shows don't. Some shows have tons, well, some have few. Okay? But to this day, no one cares of how many problems a show has. They're all about, oh, what sells more? What sells more? Oh, controller that has Adel Dust's face that could sell for gamers, or a speaker that has Alistair's microphone on it that could sell. You know, like I don't feel like I feel like the writers, people today, don't care about the show or the fans. I think they're only caring about what sells more, and that's like what's really sad about companies today, because they don't care about, oh, entertainment, joy, all this and all that. No, sell stuff, sell money, yay, money. Hold on. Okay, yeah, here we go. Money, yay! Yay, sell. You see the problem? I gotta pick all this up. But you get the point. You get the point, right? Because no one today cares about having fun and doing things that you really enjoy, okay? They don't care about having fun. They don't do it for the people. They do it because, well, they companies don't do it for fans. They don't do it for anything else. They only do it because of what's in their face. Hey, money. You like this? Money? Yeah? Yeah? I gotta pick that up again. But you get the point. You get it. It's all about what's in the face. What's the paper? Yeah. You like this? Money? Yeah. That's a crazy clip, actually. You need this? You need money? Yeah. 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 Well, give us more. Give us more. I'll actually fill this entire room with money. Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's so stupid. Like, yeah, you should have money, but that shouldn't be what's in the brain. This shouldn't be the whole. I just not noticed that. I'm sorry. This shouldn't be about the whole. Oh, money. No, that should not be the whole thing. No, that shouldn't matter. I gotta pick that all up, but I'm gonna do it later. Okay? Because I'm in the middle of a recording. Okay? It shouldn't be about what fills the whole wallet. That shouldn't matter. Okay? If you're gonna make a show, do it for the people. Don't do it for money. Money can easily be printed. I'm sorry for getting this mad, but it's literally the truth. People today can just print money, even though it's illegal, but still. I don't understand what is people's problem with, hey, money in your ear. Money. Money. You want money? Okay, shut up and take the money. Why do people care? Why do people care about money? Oh, money fills the table. Okay, so can a tree. So can picking apples. What? I'm sorry. I do not mean to keep getting this angry, but it's just literally so frustrating after hearing about all this about money. Okay, if I'm making a show, I'm not doing it for money. Corey Kenshin, he made this manga not because it sells, because he thinks that his fans would enjoy this. He thinks that his fans would enjoy this book or this manga. And me, even though I didn't fully finish it, I still think it's good. Okay? I truly believe Monsters We Make will be a great manga for people to like, and then when it becomes a show, I think it'll be better. Not because it's for money, because I think it will be great for entertainment. You know? Something to relax your mind. You know, for you to just be like, ugh, I had a long day at work. Let me just go ahead and watch a good show. Click. Oh, great. Now the show is all about selling because, well, it has poor writing. No, I don't want shows to be like that. I want shows to be like, ugh, finally, I had a long day at work. All I just want to do is just sit here, watch a nice show of my favorite, watch another episode of my favorite show, and then maybe go ahead and just get some pizza. Click. Oh, that episode was nice. It was actually relaxing. Entertaining. I don't want shows for it to just be bland. Okay? Because sometimes, and I am going to bring this up, making a show is like cooking, or it's like bakery or culinary, whatever. Okay? You cannot just slap the raw ingredients on there and then just serve it being like, hey, there you go. That's not how it works. You got to cook the meal. You gotta cook the steak. You gotta cook the meat. You gotta cook the pastas. You gotta make the sauce. You gotta do all this. You gotta do it right. That's how you do it. You gotta do it right. That is exactly how I view it. I view it as making a show is like making food. You gotta do it right. Otherwise, it's not gonna taste good. It may taste good to you because you made it, and probably because you're hungry and you probably haven't eaten in a long time. But you gotta take care of it. You gotta nurture it. You gotta care for it. Hazbin Hotel for me, Vivzy Pop was making this show, but she became like one of those irresponsible parents to this day because all these irresponsible parents don't want to take care of their kids, and well, all these companies have to step in because parents don't want to be parents anymore, because parents are like, hey, here's a tablet, go to your room and don't bother me. Go ahead, just watch anything on this. I feel like that's the problem that this show has. Vivzy Pop had, let's say, Bendy here. This is the newer version of Bendy. My old one is like still chill right there. But let's say this. This is Hazbin Hotel. Okay? It's like, oh yeah. Hazbin Hotel, yay. That's what Vivzy Pop did. And to me, Hazbin Hotel hit its head. Because at this point, I don't even know what Hazbin Hotel is writing at this point. It's seriously bad. And I want to change those things. Because after seeing all the things that are making this show actually bad, I want to take that and redirect what the show is. I want to try Okay? And some of the designs, the choices, I want to change that. I seriously want to change all what's going on with the characters, the show itself. I don't want just regular plop. I want something that is good. I want to make something that's good. And now we're going into what I am trying to do. Over these past over the past month and 3 weeks, I have been trying to make what I was trying to do. A new fan series. The new fan series. The new.
What's he talking about? Extermination.
Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. The new fan series Hazbin Hotel, the faithful one. Okay. My imagine for the show is what the writers refuse to use. The show, this fan series is what this show, the original show, is missing. It is missing all of its resources in order for the show to be good. I want to try to make a fan series for this specific reason. I want to make a show. I want to make a fan series that puts the image of Hazbin Hotel is a great show into the minds. Like, it's a good show, but it needs the right resources. That's what I'm trying to step into. That's why I try to step in. I'm trying to step into this to try to change, alternate the story, making it correct, trying to make it how I envision it. Now, all in all, Hazbin Hotel, the faithful one. How different is it going to be? Well, entirely. I'm not going to try to stray away from the amount of lacking of characters. I'm not going to remove any of the characters. I'm going to try to write them better. Okay? I'm going to try to write these characters much more better and try to give the show better villains, because a good villain is what makes the story good. Okay? I truly believe the show has the potential to be good, but the writers refuse to use that potential and unlock it. It refuses to take the key, the specific key. Right? You know, it refuses to take the key, unlock the lock, and open it. It refuses to. They refuse to do it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a series that is undoubtedly not trying to make it seem like it's a bad show. No. As in trying to make it better. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm wanting to make the show better, but not trying to stray away from what the show is. Okay? I don't have a problem with some of the things that Hazbin Hotel does, but I truly feel like it needs a good sense of direction, a good way to change the story. That's what I feel like the show needs. It doesn't need a character for us to forget that, hey, Hazbin Hotel has all these problems and stuff. No. I feel like Hazbin Hotel needs this thing to be better. That's why I'm going to use all the things I've seen from other shows, mix it with some of the things that I've learned over the years, and combine it into the show. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. Okay? And if you don't believe me, you can go ahead and see. I'm going to do it. I will do this. I will try to take Hazbin Hotel, not away from the creators, but take what of the resources of the characters, the materials needed for the show, for the characters. I'm going to take it and try to mold this show into better writing. I'm going to try to rewrite, try to alternate changes of what the characters have done. Because I don't want the show to have bad writing and then looks bad for the rest of its life. No. I want the show to be good. I want it to be good. But the writers don't make it good. So if they're not going to do it, then I might as well. With my faith in Christ, I can do it. I can do it. I can make a better written show. I can. I could. I will. I will do it. I will try to write the story better. And I will do it. I will. It's just, I don't hate the show. When I was thinking in my head, I was thinking I could write this show much more better. And to this day, I still think so to this day. I could write a much more better show than what we are seeing to this day. And I'm going to try. I'm going to try to make a better show. And I will do it. I will do it regardless. I will try to mold. I don't care if this takes time, blood, sweat, tears, broken bones. I'll do it. I will do it. I will try to make this show much more better. I will try. Am I going to request any funding? No. Because guess what? I'm not going to do this for the money. I'm doing it for you. Okay? And matter of fact, I've already gotten some of the characters done. Matter of fact, hey, future Josh, go ahead, show them. What you mean, no? Oh, you didn't get any of the characters done. Well, too bad. Go ahead and just show them anyways. Just show the characters that we have done already. It's not like we're going to show anything important. Oh, but don't show the main villain yet. Don't show them the main villain or the one character yet, okay? Just show them the canon characters, okay? All right, good. Wait a few seconds. And boom. What you all saw there were my versions of the characters in Draw Cartoons 2, which was the reason why I was gone, because I was working on those guys. Now, granted, Alistair is going to need some work. Actually, no, I think I would be already done and then show him. Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. 3, 2, 1, and now. Boom! there, you saw the characters, or the characters I was gonna show because I didn't want to show all the characters yet. Those are the characters that I've worked on and have officially gotten done with. And there are just a few more characters I need to get done and then focus on the other characters that are going to be in the show as well. So, yeah, that's all I've shown you guys. The other characters are going to show up sooner. Trust, I just hope this sickness isn't going to kick my butt again and then it's going to prevent me from not doing so again, because I would really hate so, because that's putting me on a tight schedule. But honestly, I don't have a schedule, so why am I even lying? But you guys probably know, to this point, I will try to make more characters. I will try to make the characters look much more better than what the show gave us. And I will try to mold these characters into how I see them. Okay? So, with all that being said, guys, yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you all did enjoy today's live stream. Hi, Abel. This is a recording. I thank you guys so much for watching this recording. I'm going to leave it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. CJ out. Bye, guys.